Welcome everybody. It's Talking Ball. We're just jumping right into it. Talking Ball slash El Cockerel. Sometimes I forget when he's not here. But guys, I am joined. This is Colin. I'm Colin. I have a different hat on in case you didn't recognize me today. I'm Colin. Next to me, I've got Chris of Meta Football TV fame, and then below us, we've got, you know what? I don't want you to be on the bottom. I'll put you up at the top. We got Queen Ellie from many channels. You can find Ellie everywhere. And look at that Aaron Lennon kit. Yes.
Come on.
That's class. That is class. Yeah. I love me some Aaron Lennon. Ellie, how are you doing today, my lady?
I'm all right. I just got back from picking up something from my daughter, so I have to apologise to you as well, Colin, for being late for our... Well, it was like a teacher training college, wasn't it? I was late for.
Hey, no worries though, Ellie. It is all good. It's all good. I'm just glad you can make it. I'm just glad you're here. And you got the package picked up for your daughter, so everything's good there. You're not mad at you. You don't have to have the wrath of Angela.
And then Jose said to me, make sure you promote my show tonight.
Yeah, he did. And speaking of Jose's show tonight, guys, Jose's mop-up show tonight, 10 p.m.
Come on.
We even have two lovely graphics for the mop-up show. There's Jose looking jacked as heck. Just look at the muscles.
So sexy.
He's been working out. And then here he is. This was him a little bit before the last picture was taken. He's slightly smaller there. But yes, guys, tonight, Jose's mop-up. The link is right there in that comment up on your screen. Please, guys, make sure if you haven't already subscribed, you go and do that and you check out his show tonight and be ready because I'm going to say that like 1,000 times tonight. But everybody, Chris, I've already asked Els how she was. We got her answer. Men were less important and stuff. But how are you, secondly?
Thank you for asking me. Hello, Queen Ellie.
The crown. That's what it was. Okay.
That's the crown. Crown, Queen Ellie.
Yeah.
I've never been creative, but I'm just spontaneous, I suppose. For good or for worse, I don't know. But I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on once again. Always a pleasure with the Queen, and always ready, pumping.
You're waiting in the wings to be called in at any time, and I respect that.
24/7. 24/7.
Jose was saying you're trying to steal his job. He said you're trying to steal his job.
I didn't. I've already stolen it.
That's what he said. He said that too. That's good. Good stuff.
My cat wants to get on the stream.
Oh heck yeah! What's your cat's name? What's this? What's
Iggy.
This one?
Iggy. After Iggy Azalea, not Iggy in the YouTube. Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea.
I forgot all about her. Yeah, it's been a while since we about
Iggy Azalea's Australian.
Is she Australian?
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
I bet she's a Spurs fan. I bet she likes footy. I bet she's a Spurs fan. I bet
it's the natural progression. It goes Jose, me, my days are numbered already. The cat.
There we go.
Yeah.
And then I got a cat over here. If I really needed a co-host, I can get Grizz on screen. He's a good cat.
I've got nothing.
I'm a cat person. I like dogs as well, but I prefer cats.
Yeah, I'm same. Cats are nice. You got to fight and earn their affection and love, and I kind of like that. They do things on their own terms.
It's like they stick two fingers up to you all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You walk by and you're like, "Hey, come here," and they're like, "No." Exactly. That's exactly how it is. Guys, we're already joined by some lovely people in the chat.
Nice.
We've got some meta football creep. I don't know who that guy is. We're gonna watch out for him. He is bad news. Bad news.
Bad medicine.
We got
bad boy.
Yes, bad medicine indeed. Then we got Stu from the disabled team. What's up, Stu? Wonder if Lee's with him. We'll find out. But Stu says, big up Jose, Colin, and everyone in the chat. Can I please ask everyone to like and subscribe if you're new, please? Thank you, everyone. What a good dude you are, Stu. Thanks, man. Appreciate it big time.
And,
speaking
and
of,
you know what to do. You know what to do. Get over to the disabled team, not just here, but to the disabled team as well. So do that.
boom, let me
And
get-
Lee's
It's
as
Stuart's
well. His
son,
son
isn't it?
Lee.
Yes,
Stuart's son.
exactly. We will definitely
Yeah.
make sure to get all the links up. Want to get through all these comments real fast. We were going from one stew to the next stew, potato stew this time. And
Love
he's saying,
potato
hey,
stew.
big up Chris and Stu. Hope you're both well. I'm excited about Jimenez. I'm looking forward to an interesting chat. Well, I hope it's interesting enough for you, potato stew, but we'll do a great job. Don't worry. Again, we've got that Chris Meta football guy in the chat. He's a good dude, everyone. Big it up,
way.
everybody. We got
Rock him.
Dekaru. We got Dekaru saying never trust an Aussie. That'd be funny if it was anybody but Dekaru, we'd have to be worried. But Dekaru is Australian himself. And then he said also
up, mate.
never trust a cat. And he says
Jesus.
never trust an Aussie cat, worst of both worlds. Yeah, I bet you guys got a lot of strays out there. A lot of strays out in Australia. Just seems like there'd be plenty of critters for them to catch. And
They've got lots of stray cats in Cyprus.
Do they?
Yeah. And they hiss at you when you're walking down the road.
you're like, holy shit! I'm just
They
trying
follow
to
you
just
and
trying to
look
walk
at
down the
you.
road.
Yeah.
Rude.
They're
I say.
feral. They're feral cats.
You're not the kind that you can just go up and pet and they'll be nice to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at that. And Ange, we trust. Hell
Obviously.
yeah. Hell yeah, we do. And then we got Audio Artisan in the house saying,
Hey.
afternoon peeps. What is up, my man? Always good to see you, brother. And then we've got Wayne Bonner.
Hey, Wayne.
Saying hello, everyone in the chat. I hope you're all having, as well as Colin, Chris, and Ellie. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far, Wayne.
He won the Benson Core, framed photo.
I'm always going to say Bentalib
Well done.
framed
Benton
photo just to
Core.
make him think he got something worse.
Or,
No,
Jason
just
could
kidding.
say Benson.
Benton Core. Benton Core. I can't roll my R's very well, but yeah, that's awesome, Wayne. I hope you enjoy that. I hope that sits proudly on your wall for years and years and years and years to come. So wonderful stuff, guys. Yeah. So Spursland, real quick. Jose popped in right before the show started to just drop some news on us, and I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit. I have some links pulled up here.
Boom news.
All kinds of news, weird news, different.
Yeah.
It covers all kinds of, not just football, but we'll start out with the football news.
Yep.
Sheffield United deducted by 2 points for defaulting on payments. Jose, I've got this article open. Haven't really had a chance to go through the entire thing, but Jose informed me that this does they have to stay in the league if they get relegated. That this doesn't count, but they'll start next season negative 2 points. So if that's how they're going to do it, I'm not used to this whole points deduction thing. This season is the first one that I can even remember. Do you guys? Is this something that's fairly common in football? These points deductions.
We had points deducted, but then they reinstated them, and we were chucked out of the FA Cup as well. And then Alan Sugar moaned about it, and then
Go Alan.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's not that common. It's not that common, but it has happened in the past.
I wonder what's causing it all now. I guess they're trying to stick to their guns about everybody staying afloat, and none of these teams pulling a Leeds. Isn't that the expression everyone always uses? Didn't Leeds default on a bunch of loan payments or something? But
yeah.
With Sheffield United here, the EFL said the defaults cumulatively were in excess of 550 days, and that they had agreed to pay the league's costs of £310,000, but they did not do so. Interesting. It doesn't sound like it was that much money involved, but again, it's only a 2 point. It's only a 2 point deduction. But yeah, Sheffield United, if they stay in the league, will start next season at a solid negative 2 points. Bummer, but
Not going to make much difference, is it?
No, not a big one. Not a big one. Not compared to some of the ones I feel like we're gonna see, or that I hope we'll see. But anyway, another thing Jose told us about was this semi-automated offside technology approved by clubs for next season. And this article is from 15 minutes ago. So everyone, please forgive me. I'm going to kind of read a little bit of this. But the plan is to introduce the system after one of the international breaks in September or October, the Premier League said. FIFA first used the technology at the 2022 Men's World Cup in Qatar. Okay, wow. I thought that went really well. I actually thought that was implemented super nicely. I thought it went smoothly. It is anticipated that the semi-automated offside technology could cut the length of a VAR check for offside by 31 seconds. And I'm sure everyone can agree that sounds awesome. We have enough, breaks in the game. What I loved most about football was that it was a game that was just played. It just happened. It just happened. And all of these like stop, start. Not only does it take away from some of the excitement of the game, I wouldn't be surprised if, and I know there's no way to find this out, but it contributed to some of the injuries that we're seeing because players have to sit there for so long, let their muscles get cold, and then they instantly have to go back into, a full sprint. It'd be interesting to find out, see the stats behind that, but I don't have them, of course. But what do you guys think? Are you guys both okay with this semi-automated offside technology? Chris, we'll start with you, bud.
I don't know. Tech is good, then tech is bad, then all the changes. As long as it works and as long as it doesn't disrupt and it doesn't cause more confusion, and I'm fine with it. I've got nothing more to say. I don't know. It's just,
yeah.
No, I don't know. Ellie, what do you? I don't know. I don't know. If it's good, it's good. If it's, I don't know. That's
bad.
It.
It's bad. No, yeah. That's it. No other way to put it. Ellie, what do you have to say about it, though? I thought during the World Cup, at least, it worked well. I thought VAR as a whole worked better at the World Cup than it has in the Premier League so far. Do you have any thoughts on this? Do you feel strongly one way or the other?
Obviously, any improvement is a good improvement, even if it's a slight improvement. Obviously, people that the people operating the machinery to do the lines, they're relying on the technology, so they have to go with the technology. So you take out all human errors out of the equation. So it's a good thing with offside rule. If it's offside, it's going to be a clear offside, right? But I just don't know. I'm like Chris. I'm thinking, will it improve it that much? You're always sceptical with technology, and also there are human people operating it, so they could make errors.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping this automated factor of it, the fact that there aren't going to be as many people involved, hoping that'll make it better. We'll find out, guys. We'll find out.
To tell you the truth, I'd rather
scrap it
all and scrap it, but they won't.
No, there's already too much money and pride. They'll look so stupid if they have to say, "Oh no, never mind. This thing we implemented, it actually was bad." They'll never do that. I don't think, at least. So
there's a theory going around that they've implemented this VAR to make sure the top six stay the top six, and it's biased towards the top six. But I'm not saying nothing.
If you speak, you'll be in trouble. I definitely could see that. I haven't looked close enough into the conspiracy theory to see how much truth there is in it. But yeah, I have heard that as well, Els. Real quick, in the chat, before I get too far away, Niall Kane says big ups. Big up, Niall, man from Montrose. Yes. Daniel E., he's talking about our man Jimenez already. He said about 3/4 of his goals were scored before January. He's been out of form for nearly 2 months now. Daniel, we will get there. I appreciate you as always. I'm going to star that, Daniel. Thanks. You're a good man. Niall's giving us another LO. Niall, you are a very chatty guy today. Good to have you, man. Kuva says big up to Jimbo's assistants and all in the chat. Kuv, the Kuvs. Good to see you, man. Nick Brown is in the house. Hi, call Ellie and Chris.
Nick.
What up, Nick?
Hola,
amigo. We got Adrian Soroka, and it's time for the daily guest. Brown or blue, or gray or blue? I'm going to say blue today. Blue robe.
No, this is my husband's actually.
See, Ellie's copying you,
It's a
Adrian.
hood-
You better watch
It's a
out.
hoodie. It's a hoodie. Look.
Ooh, there you go. You got to leave the hood up. Makes
I
it
wore it to be gangster.
Hell, we both said gangster at the same time, I think. That was
Gangster.
perfect. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But Adrian, very good to see you, my man. And then Wayne Bonner says that he remembers that point deduction, Ellie. Deducted 12 points, fined, booted from the FA Cup. So Alan Sugar went to war, took them to court, and won. What's the general consensus about Alan Sugar, real quick? Was he liked by people? He bailed the club out, right? Like with his own money. That was before my time.
He was hounded out the club because, put it this way, Steve Perriman didn't like him too much, and Steve Perriman is Mr. Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, he's got some pull.
He's got some pull, and like when he appointed Ozzy Ardiles and Steve Perriman was his assistant, he said that he passed him across the stairway and didn't even acknowledge that he was Steve Perriman.
Damn.
That's disgusting. I don't like him personally. I don't know. He's a rich man. Rich men.
He's a rich man.
Yeah, he's a rich man.
Well, yeah, rich. I mean, and it makes sense. Rich people own football clubs. Chris, real quick answer from you because I know that we could go on this for a while. Alan Sugar fan?
I'm no apprentice, mate.
You're fired.
You're fired.
Fired. Get out of my office.
You fired, mate.
Get out my tub, Alan.
He probably did get chased out of a few pubs, but yeah, good on him for saving the club when it needed it. I will say that you know.
Listen, there's always going to be good sides and bad sides to everything. Roll with it, accept it, give it context, twist it whatever way you want, and just
make it work for you. Exactly.
Make it work for you.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Hello, Ryan. Hello, Ryan. You know what I'm talking about, Ryan.
One thing I like about Alan Sugar, he gives Piers Morgan, because he's a gooner, isn't he?
Oh,
He gives Piers Morgan some, which I like.
Yeah, they do have their little Twitter back and forths, which is good stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Daniel E. again. Jimenez is only prolific so far in a league where, let's be honest, a lot of strikers have gone to the Premier and been trashed from that league. His record for Mexico is poor. Star in that one too, Daniel. You make some good points here, man. Wayne says they'd be cutting VAR check by 31 minutes, so we'll only have to wait 10 minutes for a decision. I like it. I like it. Yes,
that's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
Goal line tech has worked well. VAR is too subjective. If it's more like the former than the latter, the better. Decaro, totally agree, my man. Totally agree. Again, too, everybody in the chat, welcome. And it's so nice to have you guys. Look at this. And I didn't even see Chris's. Chris said, thanks so much for joining us. Loyal as always. Holy shit, we were on the same wavelength, my man.
Mate. Community manager.
That's why we get on so good. Then we got John, LUFC Garside. Is that how I pronounce it?
Garside, yeah. Hey,
so I didn't want to absolutely demolish that, and butchered it.
John, be after you.
Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. And then look at this. Luca ASC is in the house. We got an Arsenal fan in the building. What's up, Luca? Hope you're doing well, my man. And look at this. Look who else is here. It's Julie Sievers. That's my mom, everyone. Everybody say hey to my mom. She's the coolest lady ever. Everybody big up in each other. Nicholas Coulson is in the house. I'm really enjoying having Barry on, in the chats regularly for our shows. Barry, nice to have you, man. It's been a while.
He's coming to my house for the North London Derby, and he's going to.
You're having a big old party.
Well, I'll feed them up first.
There you go. That sounds wonderful. You guys are going to have a video. I'm going to need to see a video of all this for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. And then we've got Carl Simpson saying good afternoon. Hello, everyone in the chat.
For a while.
What up, Carl? What up, Carl Simpson? Hope you're good, my man. Chris is thanking everybody
I mean, you got to thank people, man.
The Leeds community. Yeah. Thanks for being here.
You got to say it. You got to say it in their accent.
Oh, I don't know how do I do a Leeds accent?
Leeds
Hey, oh.
United.
It's almost like northern, like you were saying. I almost feel like it's
No.
Oh,
almost.
Leeds is in. I don't know why you'd say that. Leeds is so far south. I don't know why you'd say that.
I don't know because I can't do the accent. And
No.
Hey, oh.
You've
Hey,
got
oh.
to go Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. I can't. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Luca says, "You okay?" Oh man, we're good. We're good, Luca. Hope you are too, dude. He's saying Spurs need someone like Tony, and I think that's one I want to start too. I won't say why, but Mr. M is in the house. Mr. M, what up? What up?
Star that comment.
Yeah, star that one. We're gonna star them all. We'll just star all the comments.
Star everyone.
Daniel E saying big up to John. John bigging up Daniel. Love it. Chris said at least Alan knew it was the right time to sell up. Cough, cough. Yeah, I like that. I like that. He knew when the time was up. Kufa though is saying that Sugar is underrated. The way he actually managed to sell that woeful, laughable Amstrad junk is genius. I don't know what Amstrad. What's he speaking? What is the? What's Amstrad?
Amstrad computers.
Oh
mate.
shit! Okay, I'll have to look into it.
Look into it. You might even buy one off him.
Maybe for like the.
Hey Ryan, hello Ryan.
Ryan's loving it. Jess is saying, "Hey, eye candy," and I think she's talking to you, Mr. Chris. Yeah, he knows. There you go. He's got a I wish I had a hood. I could join the gang. I'll have to get one in a little bit.
I wish I had a mask on.
John saying big up to Jess. Everybody saying hello to everybody. I love it. Daniel, more stats. God dang, I love you, Daniel. I'm going to need you on the show sometime soon. But he says 4 goals in 25 games for Mexico. I need to see a bigger sample size of the guys scoring goals against decent competition. Yeah, dude. Yeah. And then we got Leo saying, yo, my homies.
Oh, ¿qué pasa, hermano?
Descartes saying we're all Northerners as far as he's concerned. I love it. Hemisphere jokes. You gotta get on those. And yeah, I think we've said hey to everybody. That's here, which is good. You always gotta say hey to the homies. To Mandem. How do I use Mandem in a sentence? Will you help me so I don't sound dumb? I want to say Mandem.
Not
Mandem.
Mandem. Because that's like a group of people, right? That's like saying homies. That's like the same.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the Mandem, the people, the brethren.
The Mandem. Okay. I don't want to do too many accents because Jose got in trouble for them not too long ago, so I don't want to get Jose in trouble.
Is that so? Well.
Big ups, chat. I commented on the wrong stream. Evening, Ellie, Colin, and guests. The man from Montrose is having a cup of tea. I'm having a cup of coffee, and it's cold as heck. But I made it, so I was like, I gotta drink it. I don't want to waste it.
Do you want to see my 2 cockerels?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yes. For one,
these are my lucky cockerels because I
how
wear
in
them
God's
on my
name
bag
do you
when I
not
go to
lose
surf.
them? Oh, they're pins. They're pins.
Yeah, they're pins. Look.
Okay, I was like, how do you hold on to those? I would have lost those a long time ago. Yeah, that's good stuff. Those are. I think I actually have. Did you get those at the Spurs store?
Yeah,
I have one. Nice. I have one of those.
I've got the bigger one as well. You know, Kate's got a big one at the back.
You guys and all your money being able to buy the big stuff from the Spurs shop. Sheesh.
Yeah, the big cockerel. But I've got a smaller one than her in my bedroom.
Look at this. Sorry, but Leo said that Jimenez equals Jansen 2.0, and that was what I was gonna talk about a bit. Everyone is taking everything away, but that's good. I like it. Everybody. Oh
no!
I accidentally left my Tottenham coffee at my mom's house over the weekend. Son of a blank. It's actually pretty good. Came from the Spurs shop too. But Kuva saying that Jess took her her hat off to reveal her hair yesterday, and he says it's CGI.
Yeah, I saw that.
I've never seen her with the hat off, so I don't know. And then Everyone's talking about some other stuff that I don't want to get involved in. And then, cool. Well, guys, first of all, Santiago Jimenez. Is he the striker you want? We'll just throw it out there like that. And I'll start with Els. You know that we're looking at a couple strikers. The striker is a position. They said the other day, or some publication did. Some journalist who supposedly knows things said that Tottenham have made a striker their top priority for the summer. And if that's the case, which I truly believe it is, and you've heard some of the names we're linked to, is Jimenez the guy you want?
I like him, right? I know his record for Mexico isn't that great, with 4 in 25. It's not a really good return, but in playing in a team that don't really get together that often for internationals. Internationals are like, what are they? Every 3 or 4 months you play a game.
They're a crapshoot. It's really hard. It's really hard to stay consistent. I feel like at the international level. Yeah.
It's no excuse, but I mean, Harry Kane. He's not Harry Kane level, but I like the way he moves. That way.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I've been watching a lot more of him.
Yeah, he's
Definitely.
very mobile, very athletic, scores really good worldy goals. And I think he's a decent player. He's a very decent player. Whether he's not going to be a replacement for Harry Kane because he's a totally different striker. We're going for the quick, fast movers, aren't we? Players with pace, players who can move quickly into positions across the 6-yard box as well, because we tend to play like that. We work the ball in and make it easy for the striker to score. So it remains to be seen, Colin, whether he's going to cut it in the Premiership,
Premier League,
come to us or another club. But I think his destination is the Premiership. Yeah.
It does look like he is headed this away.
Yeah.
Christopher, my man.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Chris. Nice to see you, first of all.
Thank you.
Long time no see.
Since the last time, yeah.
Get a room.
It's been a while.
No, because some people might get jealous. Stop it.
Yeah.
One of them's downstairs asleep in the other room. Okay, but
There you go.
but just grab it and just put it in your pocket for later, Chris. The kiss, I believe. You don't have to
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Anyway,
blow you a kiss and you grab it and you put it in your pocket for later. Oh, okay. All right. Well, this has gotten a little rated R.
Rude now. It's getting a bit
just
creepy.
stop it.
Creepy.
Sorry, everyone. So okay. So we've had the pleasure of watching some Poch. I called him Poch. Oh my God. We've had the pleasure of watching some Postecoglou ball. Can't talk today.
It's a common
Words-
mistake.
Words are hard.
I hope no one clips that.
I took a nap earlier today. Once I take a nap, I'm like,
Both begin with PO.
they both play similar styles of ball. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, Postecoglou. We've had the pleasure of seeing some of his football. We've had the pleasure, if you wanted to do so, of looking back and seeing the way he's played with other teams.
Yeah.
Do you think that Santiago Jimenez is the striker we need? Is he the striker you want? But is he the striker that's going to fit well with Ange ball?
I want Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon.
Oh yeah. Now you're talking.
I liked him at Coventry. I'm not a hype train kind of guy. I see football my way, and that might coincide with other people, which is great. Because if I enjoy it, then the others who coincide are enjoying it as well. Brilliant. Because
Victor, whatever his name, Victor. How do you say that?
However he wants to pronounce it is his problem. I pronounce it Gyökeres.
Gyökeres? Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to watch a quick goal compilation of him while we're talking, so I can kind of be at least a little bit.
He is. I liked him at Coventry. I think he's a very technical, classy, robust, complete forward. He's young. He's got a high ceiling still. And he went to Sporting Lisbon. Well, he's admitted that he went because of Ruben Amorim. But obviously, Sporting Lisbon.
Sporting Lisbon's coach.
correct. And that's possibly the next step up. Obviously, it's not elite football, but it's it's a step up from Championship football. All due respect. And he is ripping it up. I mean, he is ripping it up. They play fantastic football, and he has just fit into that side like a hand in a glove.
But I noticed is that he can beat a man, which is nice. A striker, you know what I mean? You don't always have strikers that can beat their man like this.
His spatial awareness, and I mean, he's just such a complete striker. I'm not surprised that everybody wants him. I mean, he's just ripping it up. And
he reminds me a lot of that Ferguson. Is it Evan Ferguson? What was that name of that Ferguson fellow?
From Brighton.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me.
I know he's got. All due respect and all props, but I want Gyökeres. I think he's more complete than Evan Ferguson, and in my opinion. But then, okay. He's just been doing it for so long, and he's not someone that's just been doing it for 5 minutes, and he scored 6 great goals, and everybody's on the hype train, and everybody's putting viral videos out there on TikTok saying look at this great viral goal. He's been doing it for a long time, and he's going to keep on doing it. He's the one that I want. Now, Jimenez, is he someone that I would be happy about? Yeah. He's another one. He's another option that I would accept, of course, because I think Ange would get a lot out of him because he has what it takes. Because as an individual player, he has the attributes as well, similar, and he can do it. So I wouldn't say no. But the most important thing for me, and what Ange says as well, which I coincide in, he has to want to play for Spurs. And if he wants to play for Spurs, then I want him to play for Spurs. Individually, if I like a player better or not, that's personal choice. But if he wants to be in my club, I want him to.
So I just saw a nasty goal. Anytime the keeper gets beat near post, I love it. Love it. That was disgusting. God, he really is good, you guys. I know obviously you can't take these little goal compilations and extrapolate exactly how good of a player they'll be out of that, but yeah, he looks a good player. But so the reason I bring up Jimenez is because it seems like that's who we've got the strongest links to at the moment. Els, do you think if we got him, I mean, I'm still trying to kind of place exactly like my finger on what type of striker he is. Who would you compare him to if you had to compare him to somebody? He's fairly tall. I mean, I've seen him score some headed goals. He's pretty good with the ball on the deck as well. I don't know. I think he's a pretty complete striker. I agree though with who was it? Daniel saying that he hasn't really done it in a big league. He has though done it for more than 1 year. Someone said that he was the Vincent Janssen. He was Vincent Janssen 2.0. He's definitely better than Janssen just because he's done it 2 years in a row. This will be the second year that he's. Last year he got 15 and 32, so roughly a goal every other game. 2 assists. This season he's got 21 and 28. So it's not like Janssen. If I remember correctly, Janssen had half of one good season, and then we brought him in. So there's a little bit of a difference there. But yeah, do you guys worry a little bit about the Dutch league and how they seem to, strikers look great over there, but then they come over here and it's they don't quite so.
There's Dutch players who've made it, like Van der Vaart. He's made it. I know he wasn't a striker, but he was a really good attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
And there's other Dutch players that have made it, but there's Dutch players that haven't. So it's hit or miss. I think with this guy, he's got a proven goal scoring record, apart from Mexico, where he sort of failed to set Mexico alight. But he's only young, remember? He's still learning his trade. He's 22, 23? So he's still learning.
Around about that, yeah.
Do we put our bags in a 22-year-old, or which is Spurs' model at the moment, to go for younger players, or do we go for a proven goal scorer? I would say Gurek, I can't pronounce it. Gurek is a better choice.
I wonder what his age is. I'll have to look up his age too.
And also, Sporting owe us one because they gave us Eric Dyer. We gave them Marcus Edwards, so they got the better trade-off.
They
then
did,
we
yeah.
got Porro. We got Porro. So really, they have to make it 3-1 and give us one of their better players.
There you go. There you
So
go.
we're up. And also,
I like
I
it.
think Amarim's probably going to be Liverpool's next manager. It looks that way. If you read the press,
No,
it looks like that way.
No. He's come out and he's categorically said that is false, and he's concentrating on Sporting
That's
Lisbon.
what I'm saying. If you read the press, that's what you
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
But then you say he's come out and said this. But is it a camouflage? You never know with football people. They do lie a lot. They really do.
Well, yeah.
No,
But
it's
the
in their
thing
benefit.
is-
It's in their benefit to
whoever
lie
the
or
Liverpool
not.
manager is, whoever the Liverpool manager is, right? I hope it's not Ange Postecoglou.
No way. I don't think there's any way.
Yeah.
They would have to. They
Well,
would
not
have
yet,
to.
anyway.
Exactly. Carl Simpson has a good point here. He said, it depends on if the rumors of us wanting to swap Richarlison for Isak are true. Would Newcastle ever do that? I don't know if Newcastle would ever. That doesn't seem like they would be doing themselves any favors. Yeah, maybe us trading Richarlison plus a truckload of money for Isak.
There you go. That's another thing.
Money.
I wanted him ages
Yeah.
ago.
That's another issue. If they want Richarlison, sorry, with cash, but not like for like. That's just not good politics.
No. I don't think it'll happen. I
That's
wish it
not
would,
good.
Carl. If it happens, trust me, I'll be.
Yeah.
I'll scream and run around and
Oh
it'd
my
be
God.
awesome.
It'd be
It'd be great.
fantastic swap.
It would be. It would be.
Throw in Nottingham for them if they want.
They could have Tanji as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Niall saying he would be a good signing. I'm pretty sure he plays for PSV, if I'm not wrong.
No.
He played Feyenoord.
Feyenoord.
And he played against Arsenal and Rangers in the Champions League back in the summer. So no, he was in the Europa League. He played in the Europa League.
Yeah.
And his record in the Europa League is not bad either. 9 matches, 5 goals, 2 assists, and that's this season. Last season he wasn't in the Europa League, but I don't think that's too bad. The Europa League stats actually make me feel a little bit better about him. 9 matches, 5 goals, 2 assists, not bad at all. From Mexico, Niall though, yes, absolutely. Jazz. I love Jazz's coming here. He's a striker they might want. 100%. There are quite a few out on the market. Nick said, I usually have my mind made up on a potential signing, yet Jimenez leaves me uncertain.
Yeah, but I mean, but then you can't really deny that what Gyökeres is doing, for example, you can't deny that. What Jimenez is doing, you can't deny what he's doing. But then you want someone like Tony who's doing it for Brentford, you can't deny that either. You just can't deny what people are doing. And as truth stands, you can only do it in front of who you're doing it against.
Very true. So you don't really choose who you're up against. You play where Arsenal, they contracted you.
I don't think he'd leave Sporting Lisbon after one season just to go to Arsenal. After what he's currently claimed that he went to Sporting because of Ruben Amorim. So
he's an 80 million release clause. That's a lot of cheese.
Yeah, I'd pay that cheese.
Pranvat in the house. He's saying, "Ayo, is Santiago Jimenez coming to Spurs?" That's what a couple journals are saying, it's basically just that we're having fresh talks with Feyenoord. It's not even that he's coming or that he's agreed to come. Just that we're fond of him, would like him here, and are taking a look, seeing what Feyenoord would want, seeing how likely this transfer is. Ryan G says we were in from when he was at Coventry. They must be talking about your man.
Yeah, well, there you go. What do you think, Ryan? What do you think? I'm not sure if you've commented already, but what do you think of Gyökeres? Would you have had him at Wolves when he was at Coventry at that point, what you're saying? And would you have him, for example, at Spurs? I know you'd have him at Wolves, I can imagine, but do you think that he would be a good fit at Spurs from what you've seen, if you've seen much of us? But let us know in the comment, please.
Definitely, Ryan. Absolutely, the Rye guy. Daniel, he says, your boy, another one getting overhyped. So
I don't agree, but love you
Hey,
anyway, man.
but yeah, oh no, but hey, I love everybody's opinions. It's good to read. It's helping me learn a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, that's what it's all
Ed
about.
M in the house saying that Gyökeres is signing a new contract with an increased buyout. Doubt he'll move this summer. Chelsea owners are negotiating buying a minority share in Sporting. Interesting, very interesting. Ed, big up. Glad to have you here. Hope you are having a good one today. Yeah, good to see you, Ed.
Thanks.
And look at
Thanks
this.
for commenting.
Jimbo is here. Just a guy who loves Spurs. Big up the Queen, Chris, and Colin. Look at that. I got multiple ends.
And that is not small. That is not some small thing, man. Just the guy who loves Spurs. That is something big, loving Spurs. So thanks for being here, Jim.
Absolutely. Too bad. I hate that you guys are sick and aren't able to go to your awesome thing tonight or tomorrow. So apologies for that. But yeah, everybody, make sure you tune in to Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. That's where you'll find Jim. I will throw that link up very shortly. Daniel E is throwing his case out for Openda. Is that how you pronounce that? Openda? He's done it in 4 leagues. Gyökeres has done it in the Championship and the Portugal League, a league that even Jackson Martinez scored for fun.
Openda, he's done it in 4 leagues. Which ones, Daniel? He's been in Belgium. He's been in Germany. And that is about elite as he's done it. Okay, but correct me, please.
Yeah. Let us know. Germany. Germany's not a trash league, not a trash can of a league.
He's at RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig is not small cheese, man. It's not, but he's at, I think he was at Bruges. I don't know. They've got so many teams over there that are similar. Genk, get confused.
Those teams all routinely do okay in Europe. You know what I mean? They never win European trophies, but they'll pick up some points, win a match or two.
Not now. They did. Anderlecht is a European Cup winner.
True.
So
yeah.
And Bruges, UEFA. I don't know whether they have one or not. I can't remember, but they're those typical teams that when you had quality players playing for them, like back in the day, and all the rich clubs came and stole all your players like they do now, you had very good quality players playing for small clubs, which were very difficult to play against, which means that your Anderlecht, your Bruges, your so-and-so and so, with all due respect, they could beat bigger teams with more history.
And a lot of that had to do with coaching, with playing style. I've been doing some reading of Inverting the Pyramid, Chris. I'm sure you've read that book.
Mate, I don't know. I think I even got it here.
It's good stuff. I just bought it, and I also have it on tape in the car. It's really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Look at this. He's got it. He's got a copy. Yes, it's great stuff, and just from the purely from a historical, point of view, it's fun to read. Even if like myself, you are not a manager or coach of any variety, but yeah, I love it.
On that one as well.
Ooh,
that's probably for me though.
I was gonna say I've never seen that one. Yeah, but you 10 year 11.
That's for me.
Hey man, that's important. That's the important age group. Start really hammering in the important stuff, though. Yeah. So it's good. Yeah,
got it all here, man.
I was going to say maybe you'll have to show me where you bought that. But Audio Artisan has a question for you, Chris. How is Haji's son doing in Spain? I've heard he's disappointed. Have you?
Yanis Haji. Listen, Yanis Haji was great on FIFA. He was great on FIFA, and I used to sign him, but in real life, what a shame.
That's a bummer.
I don't know if the word was disappointed that you want to. I don't know whether you think he's disappointed being in Spain or he's disappointing because the stats are absolutely awful. You don't hear about him in the press here, which you should. If you're someone's son and you've been someone or you've been somebody in the world of football, you should be, talked about if you're doing, if you're reeling the good stuff in. But
it
shows. I love the question.
No matter who your parents are, it does not automatically mean you're going to grow up to be them.
No. But he's got a great left foot on him as well. He should, but
sorry, my husband phoned me.
No, you're okay.
My mobile phone, it disturbs the stream.
No apology. No apologies necessary, Els. You got family stuff
I'm
going.
getting
You're
a
good.
laptop this week, though. I'm getting a laptop this week.
Yeah.
You should have got 2 for 1.
It's more professional, isn't it?
Hey,
Wow.
yeah, it all works. It all works.
Yeah.
But we got everybody saying hey to everybody. Kuva brings up a nice point here that I like. Jimenez has similarities to early Alan Shearer in terms of strength and ability to be a target man. Obviously, it'd be a stretch to expect he'll suddenly find the same goals, but he's a proper number 9.
No, I totally agree with this. And I think he's even more associative. Like he combines well with other players more than Shearer. Shearer was your out and out striker because that's how he used to play, and his conditions, like his style was that. I think Jimenez is more of a team player and not so dependent or reliant on him as Newcastle were for Shearer. Although Newcastle had a brilliant team back then, but Hoover, I couldn't agree more, mate.
That's a very nice comparison, Kuba, and it helps me a little bit as well. So thanks, Coops. Big up as always to Kuba 99.
He's really good at 1-2s and moving the ball quickly.
He is,
space, which I like in a striker.
He's also very positionally aware. I think all of these crosses that my boy Werner is putting in that everyone says are off target or to no one. I think that they're actually in a really good place. I think he's putting the placement of those is great. I think we just need someone there to finish them off, and I think Jimenez would absolutely find the end of those. Guys, Ronnie is hearing that we can get Tony for 50 mil. I say get him. So I'm going to go ahead and do my keeper West Ham, and it's time, guys. And you all know what it's going to be. I gave it all away. But I'm even going to play the intro, even though I'm not supposed to, because the music will get me demonetized. But who cares? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody, to Keep or West Ham, the internet's favorite Tottenham game show. I'm going to get some more fun music, too, for this. But, guys, welcome in. We have been doing a keep bench or sell to West Ham, but today is merely a keep or West Ham. We're going old school with this. And since these two names keep getting brought up, I thought, why not just get this done, get this over with. Jimenez or Ivan Toney? Which player would you prefer at Spurs? And you can take this whatever way you want. You can say what's more realistic. Who do you think Postecoglou would prefer? Who would you prefer? You can answer this however you want. But if you can only have one of these players at Spurs, which one are you picking? And take your time, no rush. We'll see if anyone in the chat's got any answers in yet. Yeah, that's
Really go for it.
Yeah, I don't know, because like Ivan Toney, I know more about him and he's Premiership proven.
More of a known quantity,
He's playing for a club that are quite struggling at the moment because I think they've lost 12 in 15 or something similar to that. He's come back and you would have thought he would have relit their fire, but he scored, but he's not really relit the fire in Brentford. But Jimenez, I like the way he moves. I think he's a little bit more mobile than Toney. I'm going to keep Jimenez because I like his movement more, and I think he scored some fantastic goals. More of a team player, and I think he'll fit into our style of play more than Ivan Toney. That's why I'm choosing. Nothing to do with Postecoglou or anything like that. My own personal preference. So I'm keeping Jimenez and sending Toney to West Ham.
Chris.
Okay. Hey, I think that I don't know. I mean, I would, out of the two Yeah, I agree with Ellie. Tony is proven. He is he's an out and out striker as opposed to. I mean, I suppose he can combine and he can associate. I'm sure that most can, but naturally, I think Jimenez is more like he's more. I think he would fit in better with our way of playing than Tony, and he's been playing under Slot, who plays that kind of football anyway. So it's not like he would have to adapt to something that he's not accustomed to. Whilst Tony would have to, although Brentford do play a kind of attractive brand of football, I just think that Jimenez wouldn't have that big of a problem. On the mentality side of things, I think that Ange wants someone that is like 100% robust up here, and I don't think Tony has it all up 100% upstairs. I'm not saying that he's loopy. I'm just saying that his off the pitch but problems or doubts may be something that Ange might not, might worry about.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Always with respect. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm keeping Jimenez.
I think everybody deserves retribution. If he,
sure.
Yeah, if he shows that he's got over those problems and that he's not going to hinder his career, you're getting a fabulous striker in Tony.
On the cheap too, for Motorsport.
A bit better with our style. That's right. But Tony is a very accomplished striker, and he can strike the ball very well. You saw against Arsenal when he nearly scored that goal that nearly caught out their play. That was fabulous, that shot he did. Lucky for him, Ramsdale saved it, So, yeah, I think both players have got different attributes, but I would go for him and his.
Yeah. They do have very different attributes. I remember when Kane was rumored to be going and then was definitely going to go. Ivan Toney is who I wanted in to replace him. Obviously, he had his issues with his not being able to play, a big chunk of this season. Like you said, people make mistakes, people do stupid things, and I think you should be allowed to have a comeback from that. It's when you start making that a routine or like a habit that you have to, say, okay, enough is enough. You got to draw the line somewhere. The chat is completely split on this, and a lot of people are saying neither, and that is okay. But let's see, where did we start here?
They're doing a Switzerland.
They are. Jazz Fusion says keep Santiago. Destiny 5 says that Jimenez could be another Jansen, and Tony is a gooner, so Isak is the man we need. Kate is agreeing.
He actually supports Liverpool because Drula, my niece, who you all know, knows the Brentford lads very well, and he actually supports Liverpool.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, still, I don't want him then.
That was hot off the press.
Hot off the presses. A little bit of inside info. Well, I still am a little salty towards Liverpool for that Champions League final. So
Mane.
Yep. Son of a bitch. Wayne Bonner says he doesn't trust Tony. And he's going to sod all about the other fella, so he'll go with the other fella. Anybody who says fella is a good person for me. So, Wayne, big up, agreed. Destiny 5, though, says so neither. Jazz Fusion has the best joke of the day. Tony's too big of a gamble. Love it.
That's I agree. It's too big of a gamble. Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like if everyone's worried about whether or not Jimenez can come into the league and do it, if you're worried from that perspective, then Tony is far less of a gamble. But if you're worried about his off the pitch stuff and his gambling, then I guess you could say he is too big of a gamble. But I think if they both played in the league if they both played in the Premier League next season, I think they'll both have a similar amount of goals.
I'll tell you who I wouldn't mind from Brentford, though. There's two players I would love to have, Mbeumo and Vissa. They're
Yep,
two
yep.
hard-working players, but they've got technicality better than Tony. And Bumu, before he got injured, he was scoring for fun.
Brentford, don't they do a similar? And correct me if I'm wrong. I think Brentford have a similar scouting style to what we're like moving towards.
Yeah.
With Longa and all of the data-driven model stuff. I think that's how Brentford have been doing it for a while, and it seems like they've done a good job. They're scouting.
Well,
Obviously, you can tell if a player is going to have
No,
psychological issues like Tony did or whatever. But still, is that being overhyped? Are we overhyping a guy making a couple bets? I don't know. I can't tell. Nick Brown says,
the way he did it because he's fiddling people.
Was he betting against himself?
Yeah, like
that's
when a
fucked up.
corner's going to be taken or when a throw-in's going to be taken, and you win money.
Well,
Yeah,
doesn't he make enough? Yeah, that is kind of weird.
see what I mean?
Yeah, Nick Brown saying keep Tony. Destiny 5 agreeing with Kate there. Love it. Ryan G says sell both and get Luis Openda. Get him.
Who did Luis Openda play for?
yeah,
Let's find out.
Bruges,
Bruges,
Lens. Yeah, because RB Leipzig. He played for Bruges, and I think Daniel he put it in. I saw he played for Lens.
Yeah.
Lens and Vitesse. Yeah.
Vitesse on. Yeah.
Vitesse on him. Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to look him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, keep Jimenez and have Veliz as his backup. That's actually not a terrible idea. I'd forgotten all about Veliz. He's injured this season, correct? Is that? Can you guys? Yeah.
He's out for a little while.
He's in Spain though.
Yeah, I thought that was a weird loan move for him.
Sevilla, isn't he? He's at Sevilla.
Hey, he's at Sevilla. Yeah.
Yeah, Sevilla.
And they're a pretty good team with a pretty good striker already. I thought so. I was sort of surprised to see him make that move. Did that surprise you at all, Chris?
Well, I mean, it's surprising seeing the amount of strikers they've already got or they already had at the time of his loaning, but it's good because you're not just stuck at a team that you want me, but then you don't play me, and you don't, at least he's gone out and he's in a different environment, he's learning, but you got injured. Okay, fine, that's great, but it was surprising. But then I don't know. I mean, the ins and outs of stuff I don't know about. And it's a huge club. It's huge history. I mean, it's but it's not having the best of seasons. But that's all good as well. It's not all glory and roses. You have to go through the mud as well.
Have a couple bad loan spells.
Well. So
you grow.
Yeah. Of course you grow. You have to grow.
Exactly.
And it's good because of the language. The language is good. So.
Right. Yeah.
Eric Lamella's there. They all speak Spanish, which is nice. And Eric Lamella's there. He's out injured at the moment, I believe, as well.
Surprise.
They can both bond, and Eric Lamella can teach him the Rabona as well.
There you go. And how to step on people.
You know what I mean?
Commit some dirty fouls without getting caught. Yeah.
You'll take him to one side. This is how you do the Rabona. You've got to perfect it.
Oh, man. Against Arsenal, and then get sent off minutes later. Ed M, big up Ed. He says if it's better players. Oh my god, I still can't believe that happened. But Ed said Tony's a better player.
Get out of here.
Chris, what did you think when that happened? Real quick, you were probably over the moon with the goal because who wouldn't have been? North London derby, Rabona looked awesome. And then
it won the Puskás Award, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Well, I mean, it's great technical prowess, isn't it? I mean, you got to give him props for that at least, isn't it? I mean, bloody hell.
Yeah, it wasn't the first time he had done it in game either. Sheriff against Sheriff, I believe.
He's good with his feet, but not so clever with his hands.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Still can't believe that, man. Oh my god. But yeah, Ed says that Tony's the better player without a doubt, but Jimenez is younger, so he has that advantage. But they're both good. Tony is the safer bet to succeed, though. I think I would agree with that.
Can I address this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. I'm not a polemicist, so it's nothing serious. But I don't understand this better player. They're different. They're not better. They're different. You know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
You know, better for what? If you put Tony into Spurs, and you know you had a season with Tony, and then you had another season where you're allowed to play exactly the same but with Jimenez, then you'd be able to say which is better. You know, what is the outcome? But we can't have trial and error because football doesn't work like that. You know, better player depending on what. But because they're different, you really won't know. You can compare strikers' styles like Batistuta and Shearer. They were very similar because they were out and out, and they would score goals from 20, 30, 40 yards out top bins. Because and their style was, you know, but Tony is more like that than Jimenez is like that. You know, but you can compare styles, but they're not the same player.
I'm having trouble pinning down Jimenez's style. Just the way now that you mentioned that, I'm having trouble.
Everything.
He's not.
He can do the poacher goals. He can do headers. And he can do the worldly goals. So he's got a bit of mixture, but his movement is very good.
He's almost not.
He's going to suit our style very well.
Do you think he's that hybrid kind of winger striker, or do you think he's like a proper, pure out and out number 9?
Well, I heard somebody say he can play across the front three, but I've only seen him play as not an out and out striker, but he's a very mobile. He picks up and he joins the play and he builds up with the players.
Yeah.
And then
I wouldn't want him on the wing. I'll just put it that way.
No. He's not a winger.
He won't play on the wing. No. He's a striker.
Look, he might have been seen on the wing, but
as
not
players
as a
interchange
winger,
and move around. Yeah.
Because strikers can fall. You know, they can fall outwards to draw a defender, or because the ball goes that way, the striker's there. Or, you know, but it doesn't mean he's a winger. You know, I can see similarities to the PSG, the guy who was at Benfica. His name escapes me. He played last night. He came on last night. They're like deep line forwards. They're not out and out strikers. They're deep line forwards. So I can't remember his name. Portuguese guy that went from Benfica to. Huh?
Who does he play for?
PSG now, but he played for Benfica.
And it's not
Gonzalo. There you go, Ryan. Gonzalo Ramos.
There you go.
Gonzalo Ramos. Although he's not having the best of seasons now, he was ripping it up with Benfica, and he's like a deep line forward. He can play backwards. He can also play as a target man. He can also combine with the rest of his team. So that is versatility as opposed to just being a target man.
He kind of sounds like Isak. He kind of sounds like Isak then.
Probably likes as well because Kyogo.
But Isak can play on the wing as well.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair days.
When they had Jota on the wing, they combined very well together. So he likes the mobile strikers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
versatility.
That's target men.
Yeah, I mean Isak might be because he can play not so much as a winger per se, but more like a left forward or a right forward. I've seen him when he played for Real Sociedad before he went to Newcastle, and he can play up front as a lone. He can play in a 2. He can play just off the forward. You know, or just behind. He's versatile in that sense, but he's not a winger per se.
Yeah.
You know,
so
it's not the same.
The Spanish names.
It's just natural, though, isn't it?
I know. Yeah. We pronounce it incorrectly in England, but then Jose and yourself can correct us.
But then I never learn. At least I just continue to say it incorrectly. Lee Statham TV, everybody. Lee Statham is in the house. What's up, Lee?
Big up, Lee.
Big up.
I like that.
Big up. Destiny 5 said, if I had to choose Tony, of course, because he's proven in the Prem. I just don't like his arrogant attitude and his Arsenal tattoo. That isn't good stuff.
He's supposed to support Liverpool. Maybe my source is wrong.
Maybe he supports both. I mean, people get tattoos.
Maybe he can support both.
Yeah. Lee Smithy Smith is in the house. He is off of the MILF hunt for right now. He's got some time for us. Big up, Lee Smithy
Hope
Smith.
you're keeping well, mate.
Yep.
Yeah,
Take
he's a good
good
lad.
care of yourself. Hope you're getting all better.
He's
No
the
more
man with the
sickies.
tattoos. He's the man with the tats.
He is, and he'll tell you though. He says
He's got
tattoos are dumb.
loads.
Don't get them.
What?
He says don't get it, but he'll tell you not to get any, which I think is a cool thing. Audio
Too late for that.
Artisan says get both. Sell Richie and put Son on the left wing. Shit, I mean,
But where'd you put him in it then?
right?
You can't play with two up front because we don't play with two up front.
No,
No,
there
no.
would have to be some major rotation. One player would have to like play in
Yeah.
Europe.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Cups and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
But
can fight it out.
Umu instead and Vissa. They're better.
you heard it. You heard the
I
lady.
love them. I think that Vissa reminds me of Garth Crook. He plays very much like Garth Crooks. He's and everything.
Interesting.
You saw the
Yeah.
goal he scored against Arsenal when he closed down Ramsdale and he nicked it. Yeah, because he's a very instinctive player. I love him. I think he's brilliant.
Let's grab him.
at Brentford.
That's all I need is Ellie's sign off, stamp of approval. Let's get him.
I love
Real quick,
him.
guys. Here's a segment I've never done on this show, and it's silly, and it's not. It doesn't have an opening yet or anything like that.
This is
And
cold.
I actually need to make sure that I have it open. Okay, so guys, you remember a striker that we were after for a long time. He played for Swansea and then he played for Manchester City. His name is Wilfred Boney.
Oh yeah,
Remember Wilf?
yeah. I remember him.
Well, it's time for the very first edition of Where Are They Now?
Woo!
Wilfred Boney style. So that's him there, guys. Wilfred Boney, if you don't remember him. Wilfred
Jeez.
Boney
He's
is
massive.
currently playing for a team called Always Ready. That is him in the Always Ready kit right there with looks like the owner of the team. They are in the Bolivian Premier Division, and he is now the first Ivorian player to play professionally in Bolivia. You'll remember he left Swansea for Manchester City. He then was loaned to Stoke City. After that, he returned to Swansea, with Swansea paying 12 mil to get him back. After that, he went to Al Ittihad in overseas, and then after that, he returned back to the Eredivisie. Why can't I say that word? But back to the Netherlands.
Eredivisie.
Eredivisie to play for another team I can't say, but I just think it's really weird that he's in the Bolivian. I think it's weird that he's in the Bolivian Premier Division, playing for Club Always Ready. He looks ready in that picture, doesn't he? Him and Ndombele look like they're ready to hang out and eat a pizza. No, just saying, he's always been a big dude. Wilfred Boney's always been a big dude.
Yeah.
We were in for him at one point, and I really wanted him at Spurs. I don't know if anyone here remembers that. Look at this, Destiny 5. Boney was an underrated good player. Ryan said he would have just said Dutch League. Yeah, well, I didn't, Ryan. He was quality at Swansea, to be fair. He really was. Was.
Yeah.
Daniel E. Boney was quality in his first spell at Swansea. Going to City was not a smart move. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I think he was under Michael Laudrup, wasn't he? Michael Laudrup was there when he was there. But I just remember him as an explosive player. Like he used to burst and score a worldie.
Oh yeah. He wasn't the most technical player in the entire world, that's for sure. Good stuff. We've got Lee Smithy singing you should have cashed out. Ivan Toney, you should have cashed out. Good stuff. Audio telling us that Valiz went on loan because Scarlett came back, which makes sense. Can't have two strikers that aren't going to get any playing time at the team. That was just Wilfred Boney. I was just like, what the hell is he up to? And I looked, said Club Always Ready. What is that? So I thought you guys might want to know. That's where he's at. Daniel E. saying that I should like Openda. He's the whole reason why Werner is at Tottenham. I didn't know that. Did Leipzig get him? he must play there now. Yeah, cool. Well, I do love me some Werner. So maybe I would love Openda if I saw him play. Leo saying that he's not the type of apple we need in the dressing room. He's talking Ivan Toney. I don't know. Is he that bad? The guy gambles. He's got a gambling problem. We can get him help for that. Is he just like a colossal dickhead on top of that? From what you guys understand, I don't know. I just think that you could probably get past the whole gambling thing, right? You get him some help. You get him some treatment. You like any other kind of addiction. I don't know. It just seems like I don't know. I could see Dan the Man Levy taking a punt on him because we could get him for a good deal, what he would consider a good deal compared to what he was before. Just how like sort of how we got Basuma on a good deal. Obviously, totally different reasons, totally different things. Don't want to get into that. But yeah, I don't know. In this system, ideally, the more versatile you are, the better. So that would mean that Toney is not the ideal person for this system. Jazz Fusion, big up Jazz.
Correct.
And what else we got here? Just people talking about Boney. Oh my God, yeah. Do you remember Michu? Do you guys remember Michu for Swansea?
Yeah, of course.
Swansea had a knack for getting strikers that performed really well for them and then just could not perform afterwards. Michu was where didn't he come from, like the Spanish second division, and then straight into Swansea, I think, and then just kind of fell off after a year or two.
I can't remember where Michu came from.
He was there when Michael Laudrup was there as well. But
he was brilliant.
He scored some really good goals against Arsenal, which I really enjoyed. Where
He
he
was
chipped
fast.
the goalie. Yeah, he scored a couple of goals and they won. I think they won 3-2 or 3-1. I can't remember the score, but I know he scored 2 goals. Any player who scored 2 goals against Arsenal, good by me.
Absolutely. Yep, they get the stamp of approval for sure. But yeah, Graham is in the house, everybody. Graham, what's up, my man?
Big up.
Yes. And everyone is bigging up each other. I love it. Daniel E says most footballers are knobs, bloody hell. If we didn't sign a player who does not have an ego, it takes away about 90% of players then. That's a good point. I'll tell you one thing. I did not want James Maddison before he came to Spurs. I thought James Maddison was a colossal dickhead, like just the biggest, most arrogant douche. And then he comes to the club and it turns out he's a good guy and I like him. And I think that it would be that way with lots of players. I think it's easy to hate a player from another team. Once they come to your team, put on your shirt, got your colors on, got the badge, for their heart. You sort of can't help but like them, especially if they score some goals for you. Help your team out. We got Leo saying, "What a great story." Leo, I don't know if he means meet you or what, or the story about Wilfred Boney. They're all good. They're all good stories. He was from Rio.
Better than Madison.
How do you?
He came from. Yeah.
What's how do you say that, Chris?
Rayo.
Vallecano?
What's the? Yeah, is that
almost? Yeah, almost. Yeah. Rayo. Vallecano. No, like the V is almost a B. Vallecano.
Vallecano. Okay.
But it's spelled right. Ryan's got his failed Spanish. The N, the N before the C doesn't go. It doesn't exist. He's put an N in. It's Vallecano.
Okay. Gotcha.
Rayo Vallecano.
Ryan is right. Ryan
knows stuff.
He does. He's a cool dude. He's a really cool dude. I'm really glad that he's here. And now you got a song about him that's constantly stuck in my head. Oh, my James Maddison song. Yeah, I'm very, very, very glad you like it.
You should do one for Benson Cole. He's better.
I'll try to think of one. It's harder. His name doesn't rhyme with anything as much, but I'll think of something. But Jazz says no two people are alike, Colin, but being in Indiana as you are, good memory. And if not familiar, Google Art Schlichter sometime and read about how deep that addiction combined with money athletes can go. Yeah, man, I'll definitely check it out. I'm gonna Google his name right now so I don't lose it.
Me too.
That's a very German name he's got there.
Artemus
Cool.
Schlichter.
Schlichter. He played. Oh, sweet. He played NFL for the Colts franchise. Nice. No wonder you brought up the Indiana thing. I get it. I see where you're at now. Daniel, he says, as long as Ivan Toney scores goals for this club, I could care less. A lot of people are like that, Daniel. A lot of people are like that. What about you two? Do you guys give a shoot, give a hoot who plays for us as long as they play well and the team's doing well? How important is attitude to you guys?
Well, the character of the player is important to me. I just think he wouldn't fit in. It's not about scoring goals. I just don't think he'll fit into our system. He's more of a target man, isn't he? And he doesn't work particularly hard either, that I've seen since he's come back. But he scores goals. That's one thing for sure. He can score goals. He knows where the goal is. But I just like the character of the player is important to me. And I know you can get retribution and you can there's forgiveness as well. But I just feel it's not for me. No.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same way personally. But I would like to point out how fickle I am. I am a fickle mofo, and if he comes to Spurs, I'll be ready for me to love him because I probably will. But Chris, same question for you before you answer this one from Rob. What do you think is the player's attitude? I mean, would signing Toney? I'm just using him as an example. It could be any player who's got supposed attitude issues or problems or even documented known ones. Is that enough for you to not sign a player? Do you think that alone is enough to exclude a player from your list of targets? If you were coach, what would you do?
You have to take into consideration. I mean, I know from the coaching that I do, and it's like the under 12, under 13 bracket. I know that some of the guys are the way they are at that age. I'm saying,
yeah,
and I know that some of them have attitude problems because of their age, because of adolescence, and I have to take that into consideration. We have to take it into consideration at that level because if you want a cohesion between the team, because it's a team sport. Right, you have to take that into consideration. It's not because you don't like them. It's nothing personal. At the end of the day, it's football, right?
Yeah,
and you want
absolutely.
the best for the club, for the team, for your end goal, which is whatever it may be. Okay, you have to take it into consideration. So if you're talking about elite football, and sport, of course I have to take in attitude. But then you're talking about a 25-man squad, and you've got so many personality traits, so many things that sometimes you just can't go around having big egos, which is more common than not, personal problems, family problems. It's so complex that you just have to deal with it and like it and lump it, and you're not going to get the perfect player, Yeah. So yes, you have to take it into consideration. I'm sure that if Toney were available for 50 million, Andrew would have a chat with him and he would evaluate from top to bottom, inside out. He would turn it on its head to have reassurances that Toney would not be affected by his off the pitch issues. And if he wasn't convinced by Toney's conviction and he wasn't convinced by himself and that feeling that I'm sure Ange has of Toney wanting to be at Spurs, he'd rather pay 70 or 80 for another player.
I love the way you put that. Yeah.
Yeah. If he doesn't convince, he doesn't convince, and it's nothing personal. So,
boom. Boom, boom. And I hope you're right. I wonder, that makes me wonder too, how much time the manager gets to spend with these players before, you know what I mean, before a choice is made. Obviously, they only probably meet once or twice. You know, you wouldn't think that it would be a whole lot of time invested. But then again, I don't know. Chris, you probably have the most, you probably know more about this than we do. But you know, as players are being recruited, how much time do you think they spend? How much time do you think Postecoglou spent with Mickey Van de Ven before he signed him? Just one or two meetings, probably, and then was like, "Yeah, I want this guy." Yeah.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's common knowledge or not. I don't know that much in depth, or what has transpired since, because I've been away from it, and you know that I've been away from the game and everything. And the channel and that lot. To simplify, it could have been as simple as a phone call, and hey, are you free next week? Because we're thinking of signing you. And hey, can you come over to London? What you doing? Hey, next Tuesday morning at 11, we'll fly you in. We'll do this. We'll do that. Or I'll go over there myself. I don't know. Something simple as that. He'd probably sat down with him a couple of hours, had a couple of coffees, whatever, and said, "What do you want? I want this. Do you care we're playing Champions League? No, I want to play for Spurs. You sure? Yeah. Right, there you go." I don't know, something like that. I mean, something as simple as, do you know what I mean? It's something as simple as, and so, you know, how much do you want? How much are you earning? Let me see your contract, you know, agents, blah, 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 blah. Such a simple thing. Boom. I'm convinced. I want to sign you. Do you want to play for me? Yes, boss. You know, and he probably called him boss even before something so absurd and simple as that. While someone with ego would say, I don't want to play, you know, nothing football. I want to go to Real Madrid, you know? Not to your goddamn club that means nothing. I don't want you, mate.
Exactly.
Even if you're free, I don't want you. You know? No way.
And Jose has said that a lot too. If a player wants to play here, he wants them. You know, when we were worried about whether or not Dragusin was going to go to Bayern, and there was that huge ordeal, Jose said, "I'm not fussed. If he goes to Bayern, he didn't want to be here. If he comes here, he wanted to be here, and I'm happy." And I think that's kind of what you're saying as well, right? I don't want to take anything wrong out of context, but that's what you're saying too, right? Like, you know, as long as the player wants to come, real quick, guys. Edward is in the house. Edward Y of Oz, what is up, my man? He says, if Tony does some charity work, I'll overlook his past. Honestly, I probably would too. Like I said, fickle as fuck I am, and that's okay. Audio Artisan said, didn't Ange say something about not wanting bad eggs? Yeah, he did. He absolutely has said that in the past.
There you go.
Absolutely. Look who we've got, guys. Talking Beer in the house. I've missed you, man. Not seen you a lot lately. I hope that you're doing well. Keep it up. Keeping your head up. Yeah, exactly. You need to come on and tell us how to make some delicious beer. But he says, guys, despite their best efforts, the like buttons won't smash themselves. You'll have to smash it yourself. So everybody, please make sure if you haven't hit the like, to go ahead and do that. And by the way, this is a dual stream. This is on LTL Cockerell, and it's also on Talking Ball. So whichever one you're on, make sure you're liking it on the other. And I'm going to put some links in. First of all, LTL Cockerell link is going in the chat. Then we got Meta Football TV link is going in the chat. And
Thank you very much.
Oh my God, of course. And guys, that's where you can find Chris. Whenever Chris isn't here helping me out last minute, when I don't plan things well enough, Chris shows up here to save the day. First, here's Jose. This is Jose's channel, LTL Cockerell. Make sure that you've liked the videos, you've subscribed over there, you've hit the bell. Then we get to Meta Football TV. That's where Chris belongs. That's his home. That's where he lives. That's his place. So make sure you go to Chris's place. And you subscribe, you like the videos, you smash the bell, you know, you see more beautiful face. And then Ellie,
I do it for that.
It's a very beautiful face. And then Ellie can be found here a lot of the time. Ellie's part of the gang, but she's also part of the gang over with Kate called Just a love Spurs.
Yeah, the girl loves the Spurs. Come
Hey,
on.
just girls love Spurs. So go on over there and hang out with them. Subscribe to their channel. Hit the like on some videos. Help that algorithm out. But hit the bell so that you know when they go live next and when you can see her next. And Chris, I had no idea you were only 11 subs away from 150. Guys,
That's wrong. That's wrong. I'm 10 away now.
Holy shit. Everybody get over there and subscribe to Chris's channel.
10
Please,
more
guys.
people, come on.
Look at this.
Yeah,
look at this.
because this man here
Yeah.
subscribed to me.
Yes.
Thank you very much, man.
Yes, that's Nick talking beer. He's the best. He says, "How's Colin got more subs, but Jose has more likes?" LOL. I think it tells you who's the more likable person. It might tell you just a bit there. But everyone's bigging up everybody. They're saying we all love Ellie. Yes, hell yeah, we do. Hell yeah, we do, Rob.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you so much, Rob. Thank you. Thank you.
I said to Kate today, you're just a girl who loves Spurs, but we're also just two girls who live for Spurs. Because
There you go.
we live and breathe Spurs.
Absolutely.
We love our club like everybody else does, you know?
There you go.
Yeah. I keep saying you guys, and I'll put you in contact. But you guys need to get with my mom and do a show. That'd be really fun. Get another lady on there.
Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, exactly. We got Jishnu in the house, everybody. He's saying big up to everyone. Jishnu, thanks for tuning in, brother. Always good to have you here, my man. Guys, so we've talked a little bit about players that I know nothing about, but it's cool stuff. We're probably getting a striker this summer. That'll be a lot of fun. We do have a match coming up, Newcastle at the weekend. I've asked you this before. I'll ask you again. Are you excited?
Yes.
You guys, everybody in the chat, how are you feeling? Are you feeling Are we feeling confident? Feeling confident against Newcastle, or do we think they're going to be a tough nut to crack? What is everybody thinking about Newcastle? I will put this up. I thought this was interesting. Let me get the banner out of the way. That's right in the way. But this is the last 52 times that they've played each other. A Premier League record, 52 games. I guess that's just since the Premier League was the Premier League. But look at this: 22 wins apiece, 78 goals apiece. Spurs have 9 more clean sheets. But look at that. Look at those numbers. It just kind of blew my mind that everything was so even Stevens there. So, yeah.
You know what? That's even Stevens, but we've been streets ahead of Newcastle, apart from last year, in the Premiership in terms of what we've done and what they've done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's a close call, isn't it? Look at that.
It really is. It's a weird one. Do you guys remember? Oh my God, that horrible match. How many years ago was it? 5, maybe. It was the last day of the season. Newcastle were already relegated.
Leicester won the league. Yeah.
And they absolutely trounced us, man. They that was
Yeah,
bad. You remember that? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember it very vividly.
BRB.
5-1. I couldn't believe.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
And you know what we did after that match? We went and spent 30 million on Musa Sissoko.
I know. It was like punishment.
It was like, oh, we got beat by you guys. Now we'll buy your worst player and we'll keep him for years. Spend way too much money on him.
My brother said he's an athlete. He's not a footballer.
He's right. Your brother's a smart man. Yeah. Real quick too, guys. I wanted to put something else in here. I keep saying there's going to be new products, and there haven't been for a long time. But we do have a Talking Ball shop where you can buy like shirts and goofy shit like that. There is the link, and I was even gonna share and just show, the screen what it looks like. A couple of the things we've got here. My favorite one, of course, is going to be this one. And I think come the end of the season, we're going to see a lot of this. I think everyone's going to need one of these shirts come the end of the season. So bookmark that, guys. The link is there. Make sure that you are ready to snatch one of those up, and we can all wear it at the end of the season after Arsenal fumble everything.
Yeah.
Daniel saying
the peak, aren't they?
Yes, exactly. They're all going to look like that. That face is going to be half the people in North London are going to have that face, Ellie. Daniel is saying that game against Newcastle still haunts him, and Daniel, I'm of the same exact feeling, man. It was a bad one, a terrible one. It was just so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Chris, you watched it. You saw that match where Newcastle beat us 5-1, and then we celebrated by buying Musa Sissoko. You don't remember? You blocked it from your memory. Electric shock therapy or
It
something.
didn't happen.
Yeah. What game? What game? Musa Sissoko? Huh?
We were talking about Willis.
And then I talk shit about Musa Sissoko, but then you remember he was actually important in us scoring that final goal in the Champions League semifinal. You know, he booted the ball, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And it went way too high, but it worked out. And so I can't say mad at him. I think he scored 2 goals for the club, so we got those.
He scored one in the Europa League. I remember that one. I think it was against Lask or something like that.
Every time he scored, everybody went absolutely crazy. Absolutely
I know.
crazy. Oh, it was 6-1. It was 6-1, Daniel said. I thought it was only 5-1. No, Daniel's talking about
5-1.
No, he's talking about the 6-1.
He's talking about the 6-1 when we lost just recently, last season.
Fair enough. Yeah, sorry, we're talking about the old one, but that one was even
Yeah, we're
worse,
talking about
Daniel.
the one when we finished third in the 2-horse race. Shame.
Just news saying finally Tottenham entered the race for Hugo Larsson. Great news. Larsson and Bergvall as double pivot will be mouth-watering. I didn't know that we were. Oh yeah, Larsson. Yeah. I actually didn't know we were in for that fella. I don't know anything about him.
We'll have another Hugo.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I think wasn't it Jishnu that asked me to do a scout report on Hugo Larsson?
He did. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't forget. You
Yes,
writing it
boss.
down?
It'll be in at the end of the day, boss. Don't worry, boss. I'll do it, boss.
You're a
It'll be
good
on
man.
the table first thing in the morning, boss.
That's why you're my main man, Chris. You're going places around
boss.
here.
Right
You
away,
really-
boss.
If you keep that attitude up, you could go real far here, son.
Yeah, real far out the window.
Chuck him out.
Good stuff. Ryan G says most of last season still haunts, to be honest. And Daniel E says, Chris, you done your Hugo Larsson scout report yet, mate? I like to think that he
It will. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, first thing in the morning, Governor.
and it's done now. No, but guys, okay. Well, a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Some more housekeeping we got to do. Again, I've been joined today for a I don't want to say impromptu show, but I took a nap right before, and anytime I take a nap, I'm like ruined for hours. So, sorry about that. Wasn't my best work today, but it was very nice seeing all of you lovely lot. I just wanted to tell everyone, LTEL has a mop-up show tonight. These famous mop-up shows that LTEL does. There he is, just looking ripped as hell. Look at him. Yeah, I know. That's why we haven't seen so much of him. He says he's at work. He's just in the weight room putting in work.
Pork pies, isn't he? He's not eating pork pies anymore.
Exactly. He's on a Mediterranean diet. He's lifting weights. He's in the weight room. But everybody, please make sure that you turn up for his show tonight. 10 p.m. Let me check and make sure that that's right. It absolutely is. So 10 p.m. tonight, the mop-up show with Jose. Make sure you get there. I'll put the link in one more time, even though I'm sure everybody knows it, but still, just in case you need it for any reason, there is the link to LTEL Cockerel. So please make sure you're there tonight, guys. And if you come, please have a couple questions with you. It just makes everything flow a lot better, and gives Jose a chance to be the one answering the questions instead of the one asking the questions. And it is more fun that way sometimes. So come with some questions. You'll learn some stuff about him. He'll learn some stuff about you guys. It'll be a fun time. So Chris, Els, you guys gonna be watching Jose's mop-up show?
I will be.
Of course.
I will be. I'll tune in.
Hell yeah. I'll be working, but I'll have it on in the background, and whenever I'm between calls, I will absolutely listen. But guys, I'm gonna put your links up, and I'll start with Christopher. And Chris, if you would like to go ahead and tell everybody kind of what's up, talk about, where they can find you next, that kind of thing, that would be lovely. I'm ending the show very abruptly. I'm really sorry about that.
That's okay.
It's my secret.
Okay, yeah. Meta Football TV, as always, I'll be out and about. And there is an important, just to get the people engaged with me on X, there's an important new bit of news that is going out in a few seconds. So it will be a repost. So news coming out.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Everybody get on X. Are you still Meta Football TV on X? Is it the same?
Chris Meta FTV.
Chris Meta FTV. Chris.
But it's not gone out yet. I'm doing it now.
FTV. Oh, that's okay. I'm just putting in your.
I'm on it now, boss.
I'm just putting in your tag in here for everybody to be able to find you on X. And then.
Well, yeah, more or less.
Was that wrong? Chris Meta FTV.
Yeah, but I think it's Chris. Hang on, boss.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's Chris with a capital C.
Okay.
It's Chris with a capital M, and it's Chris with a capital FTV.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
FTV. That sounded rude.
Boom! Look at that.
Oh, no, it's Chris Meta TV. Sorry, Chris Meta TV. Fuck.
That's okay. It's okay. Chris.
Hang on a minute. It's new.
Meta TV. Boom. There we go. I got it. This is the one you want, everybody.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the one. Everybody. No, we're great. Stop it. Everybody get over to X and follow. Make sure you're following Chris. I'm going to make sure I am once the show is over. So everybody make sure you're doing that. And then that brings us to the beautiful Miss Els. Ellie, I'm putting up your link, just a girl who loves Spurs. But yeah, where can you be found next?
You can also find me on Twitter at SpursRUs, at Ellie Hoybier, and also you can find me at I've got a ladies site as well. Spurs Ladies Everywhere We Go. Yeah, so that's a really good one, and that's building up quite a good following. Obviously,
good deal.
The men's one I started earlier, and the women's one I just started quite recently, really, because I thought we've got to give the women at my former team a platform. They've got Tottenham Hotspur Women on Twitter as well, so people can check them out. And we're doing very well in the league. We're 6th in the league at the moment. We're climbing the league steadily. We're getting closer to the top 3. And we've also made the FA Cup semi-final, which is this Sunday, which I'll be at. So big up the girl. And also I've got very, very exciting news. I wrote to Spurs, and a gentleman called Curtis Nice, who's their commercial manager. He said that all I have to do is get. He wanted to know what platform I'm doing it on and how many followers they got. So I'm sorting that out at the moment. Ben Coughlin is helping me as well. So hopefully I'll get an interview with Robert Villaharm and 3 of the Spurs ladies.
That'd be so cool.
I'm going to distribute it to all the channels fairly, because I think just because one channel's bigger than the other, it doesn't make them better. Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. And Els, what is the link for your ladies, for the Spurs ladies page?
It's Spurs Ladies Everywhere We Go.
And that's on Twitter?
It's on Twitter, yeah.
I'm gonna find it here.
Spurs Ladies Everywhere We Go. Because I mean that from the Irish Hotspur a little bit.
Spurs Ladies.
That song, Everywhere We Go. Girls making all the noise. Yeah, but the match is sold out, by the way. 60,000 sellouts.
Damn, that's crazy, Ellie. I'm having trouble finding your link on. Twitter.
Money.
Absolutely, Ellie. Could you help me find that Twitter link so I can put it in the chat? I'm having trouble finding it.
Let me just come out of here for a minute. Just wait 1 second.
Yeah, all good. We appreciate you, Els. Mr. Niall, Niall Kane, the man from Montrose, is asking, and we got to give the people what they want. And while you're looking for that, Jishnu's saying he's seen Larson play for Frankfurt.
Yeah, I just recently changed it to Spurs Women.
Aha. Okay. Nice. So yeah, it'll be a Twitter link, Niall.
They're known as Spurs Women, not Spurs Ladies.
Yeah.
I've got a report just coming in.
Whoa, what do you got?
I've got a report just coming in.
I found the link, Ellie. I got it.
Yeah, you got it. Well done.
Yeah.
The men's one. Hold on, let me just go into it, and I'll give you the full name. Oh, now I'm going into the women's. I want to go into the men's. There it is. So the men's one is Spurs Are Us All Right. Because I put the all right on it because I thought it sounded good. Spurs Are Us All Right.
I'm looking for that one. Spurs Are Us.
Spurs Are Us All Right. All one word.
Oh, Spurs are
Us All Right.
Like
It's spelled ALRIGHT.
I'm not finding it.
Spurs Are Us All Right. Yeah, it is that at Queen Ellie 30. Because 30 is the Bentancur's number.
Gotcha. Well, hold on, real quick, you guys. Chris, can you help me find that link? Do you see it anywhere?
Spurs Are Us All Right. ALRIGHT. Should find it, but I don't know why you're not finding it. Spurs Are Us All Right.
That is the link you need to go to. I haven't found it yet, but Ellie is still looking for it. Ellie, let me know if you find it.
I found it. Spurs Are Us All Right.
Put it in the chat if you don't mind.
I don't know how to do that on my phone.
What is it called?
I'll just put it in the chat. Okay, I can do that. Just bear with me.
What's it called, Ellie? I'll do it if you want.
Spurs Are Us, and then All Right. ALRIGHT with exclamation marks after it. Maybe that's why you're not finding it, because I've put exclamation marks. I should really take the exclamation marks off.
Yeah, but you have to go to your @ the one that's got @Queen Ellie 30 on it.
Yeah. Oh right. Yeah, because it's @Queen Ellie 30.
Yeah, it's not the name of it. It's the @
Queen Ellie 30.
It's the one I put in just now, Cole.
Perfect. I'll get that.
Have you found it? @Queen Ellie 30.
Boom. Yeah. There we go.
Thank you, Rob. Yeah, Rob did it as well. Thank you.
Rob, you're the man.
That's it.
Rob, thank you. And everybody, thank you all for tuning in. Everybody's been awesome. The chat's been just flowing today. Did I say I didn't say hi to Jamie Wooten. I'm so sorry, Jamie. Jamie, very nice to see you. I think that's the only person that I skipped in the chat.
Sheffield fan. That's the Blades.
Yeah. Thanks for Kyle Walker, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jamie, very nice to see you. Sorry that I just saw this so late, but honestly, very, very nice to see you. And guys, please pay Queen Ellie, pay Chris a visit, subscribe to both their channels, and please don't forget to check out LTEL's Mop Up Show tonight, 10 p.m. BST. Yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Let me throw some links back up there.
Thank you for that,
30. Absolutely. Sorry, I had to run to the bathroom again. Sorry about that. But Chris saved the day. Yeah, guys. Any last words before we bid everybody adieu?
Like I always say, Hoi Pierre! Come
on, Pierre.
Yeah.
What about
Thank you for having me on again. Always a pleasure.
Yes, it's always
anytime.
Thank you very much, Colin.
Thank you, guys. Couldn't do it without you.
Dude, waking up 5 o'clock on Wednesday. Sorry. Yes,
I got your back. No worries. Okay, so I am gonna play us out real quick. I want to throw up some biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy,
Lovely.
American food.
Wow.
Chris, I mainly just do that because it grosses people out. And then we're gonna end with everybody's favorite song. Hopefully, it's stuck in your head for the rest of the day. It's James Madison time. All right, bye everyone. Everyone, make sure to subscribe to Queen Ellie, to Chris, to come back and to watch Jose's show, Elta Cockerell's mop-up show tonight at 10. And we will see you tomorrow for predictions.
Yes.
Oh shoot, predictions tomorrow too. So don't miss those, guys. Predictions tomorrow, 4 o'clock. All right, for real. Goodbye, everyone. Much love.
Much love.
My team has got James Madison. James Madison is what we need. Whoa, thank God we got James Madison. This kid plays ball like you would never believe. Whoa.